Hey guys, you're tuned into the Talking Shed, and as you can see behind me, we've got a very full shop. We have a lot of projects going on in the shop this week. I'm up here standing on the stairs going into the shop office, and I want to turn this thing around, go down here. We're going to talk through some of these projects we have going on. So we got this trailer a long time ago. This is one of our original trailers. This is what we call our 40-footer. And we're doing a little bit of work to it. We literally almost drove the tires right off of it. But we had some leaf springs that were broke. This apparatus was wallered out right there. The bolts that went through it were in even worse shape. So we're checking the bearings, doing some light work to it, and just getting her kind of tuned in. It's that time of year where you don't want to get caught out in the middle of nowhere with some troubles on a trailer. So getting this thing tuned in. This thing has traveled thousands of miles and hauled a lot of equipment. It's been with us for over 10 years. This is our next tender trailer build. I kind of teased a video about this the other day. This is a Neville trailer, and Cody retailed this one. It's going to a tomato grower, so it'll be pretty unique. Getting a tank back here, a 2,500 gallon up front. Of course, Brent has got the swing arm dialed up here. Not ready for powder coat quite yet, but this one actually has a swing arm on both sides. So tote rack's gonna sit right here. So that will be a pretty unique build as well. I made my way over to Unverfirth Manufacturing up north earlier this week and picked up 2 of these Top Air sprayers. This is one of their hydraulic fold ones. They came out with a hydraulic fold function a year or 2 ago, but man, these things are sweet. Obviously hydraulic cylinders here, and if we come around to the front, this one we put triple nozzle bodies on it. So that's pretty handy. But basically, flip of a lever, boom, you can fold and unfold this thing with your gator or whatever you're doing. You just plug in your power right there, and works out pretty slick. I think we'll be ordering a few more of them that way. I talked about this trailer a few different times. I've had a lot of requests for a gooseneck tender trailer, and so what we did, we went down to J&M and got ourselves a gooseneck seed tender chassis, put a 1,600 gallon Enduraplast tank on it, put a nice wood deck up front, Honda key start motor with a John Blue pump, of course 3-inch, and it would never be complete without our swing arm kit. Swing arm fits right up there, nice and tidy, out of the way. 3-inch port. This thing turned out really nice. So probably going to take this thing down to the Louisville Farm Show, so maybe you can lay some eyes on it there. This 246 air boom seeder is getting checked over in the shop. Basically, these are manual fold 60-foot booms. You just fold it out. You've got your hydraulic blower there, and it's got an ISO rate controller kit on it. So that you can run it with a Green Star or Pro 700. But once that boom is folded out, you can seed 60 feet at a time with that pull-type chassis. It's a pretty unique unit. Last one we're going to talk about is the Yetter Magnum Anhydrous Bar. Cody sold this unit, headed over to Indiana. These Yetter Magnums have always been popular, and these 10,000 Magnums, they bring a lot to the table. They've got that walking tandem sealer option. It's an all cast unit from the toolbar down. We did do some modifications up here on the toolbar so that he could run basically a 40-foot bar on a 30-foot chassis and stay narrow transport here in the center. So that's kind of unique as well. He's also maybe going to be doing some pre-plant and side dress, so maybe be doing some shifting of that 3-point. Back here, we just have some wide drop toolbars that we're doing. We have an 80-footer here that we're getting ready to tidy up, and a 60-footer as well. So that time is approaching a lot quicker than you can imagine. The last time you saw this tractor, it was in hundreds of pieces. Travis has got it pretty well pieced back together. The front end was over here last time and the rear end was back there. So we finally got that glued back together. So that's what we're doing today, or this week, I should say. A lot going on here in the shop. And during this cold weather, we store some trucks in here as well, just to make the next morning go a little smoother. So a lot going on. Thanks for tuning in.